recording here.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. You can talk, correctly?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you can hear too. Okay. There's a policy that goes, when you go through the line, you order at the box.
Right.
Okay? If it takes an hour and a half, it takes an hour and a half. It is not fair to the other people who have already ordered for me to take your order because you pulled up to my window.
You don't try me. The speaker, I can hear. Understand? Okay.